The establishment of the Community Day Senior High Schools was meant to bring secondary education to the doorsteps of the citizenry. But in recent times, students in some of these schools have been complaining of the constant commuting to and from the various schools. Most of these schools were sited some distances away from the communities, making movement of students difficult. At Sang Senior High School, the situation is not different. The school is sited on the busy Tamale Yendi Road. Students are seen dangerously competing with cars and motorcycles as they commute to school. The lives of these students are always in danger as they can easily be run over by car if they are not careful. Reports say a student is currently battling for her life after being knocked down by a car whilst on her way to school. She had a broken leg, making it difficult for her to walk to school. Citi News visited the school at exactly the closing time and saw the students taking over the road. An interaction with them, they share their frustrations with Citi News.
When we are passing the route, I can remember the last year, an accident occurred in the school which wasn't good. It happens and the girl leg broke and the bone was choked out from the flesh, which is not good.
The distance from town to the school is about 3 or 4 kilometers far away. But we use it under risk because we risk our life. And you know how dangerous the road is busy because it's a main road and it's leading to from Tamale to Yendi. And you see how vehicles are moving up and down.
For us, the girls, we have a lot of challenges because the school closes at 4 o'clock. And after the closing, many, like especially the girls, we cannot afford to walk for a long distance. So we sometimes, or usually just always, stand at the entrance of the school waiting for any means or just lifts to take us home. And also, walking from home to school is not easy.
Teaching and learning is usually affected, especially on days that it rains. The students say their books usually get destroyed anytime it rains, and for that reason, in the morning when they see the clouds gathering, they do not go to school.
When it comes to rain season like this, school close anyhow because you can see school close at 4. And when it happened that rain is about to come, so that they'll close the students. Because if they didn't close, when the rain started, where would they sleep? So as a matter of that, the school closed early during rain season. Also, in the morning when it starts raining, students cannot come to school.
Apart from the dangers on the road, accommodation too is a serious challenge. Sang is not that developed. Houses here are mostly family homes, that is a nuclear family type, and there are no rooms for tenants. Students coming from far and have no relative in the town find it difficult to get accommodation.
Accommodation problem in the town there. There's no room to rent there.
This, according to the students, makes them fall prey to men in the town who take advantage of the females. Last year, a female student gave birth in the exam hall whilst writing her final WASI. Currently, there are some pregnant students in the school.
The rooms in town, we don't have rooms in town to stay. And so because of that, some of our girls fall in house with the boys, the town boys, which is not advisable.
Accommodation problem in the town there. There's no room to rent there. Even our girls fall in house of the town boys. And we know that that is not good. Even we have one issue there. And the town boys, they rape some of our girls. And that is not good. They come here for the school. They didn't come here for that things.
Here are community members speaking to Citi News about the difficulties of the students. They suggest ways of addressing the challenges.
In fact, my opinion, the school should have been converted to at least a boarding school. That would save save us a very good distance.
Yeah, if they close from the school, to work from the school to come back, some of them find it, especially with the ladies. Okay. And then the men normally have bicycle to ride, but women they don't have. It's only town men normally give them lifts. And then men live at times it lead to something that we don't want.
During the recent visit of the president to the area, The Miang Lana Mahamadou Abdullahi appealed to the president to consider boarding facilities for the school. The students and the communities are making a passionate appeal to the government to come to their aid.
So we are appealing to government to come to our aid and give them boarding facilities for them to stay.
We are pleading to the government and any type of people, if they can get any support for us to help us to get boarding facility in the school.
Citi News attempt to contact the Miang District Assembly to see what plans they have for the students, but they declined.
I've heard it all from the students. They are making a passionate appeal to government to at least provide them with accommodation on campus. The road is very busy, and if a student is not very careful on the road, they could be knocked down by a moving vehicles. For Citi News, I am Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira, reporting from Sang.